This last day.
Fucking hell.
On stuff for the painting and dust sheets. I've bought 104 dust sheets.
Wow.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
And 104 dust sheets and 60 meters of like sticky dust sheet.
Have you bought the paint yet?
No, not bought the paint yet. That's gonna make
Last.
me cry. £600 in paint. Yeah.
We're filming now.
Yeah, filming.
Let's talk about Joe's girlfriend. Anyway.
Yeah, well, it's been interesting so far. Anyway, welcome back to Implexus, A Whole Lot of Nothing, episode 10. We're rerunning episode 10 because I fucked up last week and forgot to check my iPhone storage. We got 10 minutes in
Too many DPs, isn't it?
to over an hour long conversation, and it stopped and I didn't realise. So yeah, that was a bit pointless. But anyway, we will... I don't really know. We're going to talk about... Let's talk about what happened at the weekend, because I want to know more about that. And then we'll, if we get on to what we were talking about last week, then we can do that. If not, then we'll just talk
Probably
about...
don't have time. I've got about 40 minutes before my next one. But we've got time. We've got time.
So, 10 seconds.
It's pretty much going to be about the comp anyway, isn't it? Should
Yeah,
we start about the comp?
No comp in your 10 seconds.
No, that's
I
literally...
can't think of anything. There's been nothing positive in my last
It doesn't mean about... It could be anything, like petrol prices are high. Like,
when I wasn't comping, I was just like this, like, in a dark room.
Went to go see that film, is it The Good Boy? Did I talk about last week?
Oh,
the
yeah.
one with the guy from Adolescence. And obviously we went somewhere for food first. Fucking big heavy meal, so I fell asleep for 45 minutes, so that was money well spent. And then just woke up towards the end and it was okay. Wasn't that good of a film. It wasn't as much of a thriller as I thought it would have been.
So you fell asleep in the film?
Yeah. She kept on trying to wake me up, but I was like, that's about it.
Does she get really annoyed about
right now?
Yeah.
I've done that
dropped
once.
my ass was on there as well. Time in the explosions, but there's no explosions.
Is this the first time Emma's experienced you in prep?
No, she's experienced me in my last prep, which I was a lot easier to handle. This time around, it's just been a lot.
Were you a good
It's like
boy?
It's an emotional roller coaster. I can't really be asked, but yeah, it's okay.
Highs and lows. Yeah. Come on then, 10 seconds.
Can I talk about the comp? I was about
really,
to talk about that.
I really haven't got anything to say.
There must be something. You have...
It wasn't from the weekend, but maybe this lifting that we were discussing. So the people who organise these competitions went to the Arnolds and were interviewing young boys.
Let's do it.
You hating on dudes?
And hating on fat people, it seems.
Right.
And fat shaming and anything shaming, really. But just kind of leading questions to little boys and making them kind of answer things and answer it in the way that they wanted them to answer it. So it was just very dark and not
very positive.
Not good for powerlifting, no.
I don't think it was powerlifting. I think in general,
lifting and just
like fitness industry.
Yeah.
I need to watch this. I've not seen it yet, but like, if you're in, or if you're trying to be, let's say, because the people that are organising Lift very much are trying to be like someone. They're going around these competitions with mics, they're interviewing people and that, and they're trying to create content, and through the process of creating content, they're trying to, in effect, be an influencer in a way. They're trying to get information out, whatever it is. If you're trying to get information out, I personally think you should do it in a way that is respectful and nice, and the way
That's
that you...
boring though, isn't it?
The way you want to be talked about. Like, you can't go around, and especially to like young people, and be like, I've not seen the video, but like, oh right, okay, here's a fat coach. What do you think about this fat coach?
Would you want to be coached by someone who was fat? And it's like, it's just such a leading horrible question.
Yeah.
You're setting someone like up for, and there's just so much nuance to it that you just can't.
And I'm sorry, I've seen them as well. They are not like the 10% body fat figures.
Are you body shaming, Chris?
I'm not. I did that in a very diplomatic way. I did it in a mathematical way. But it's just like, number one, you're fucking throwing stones in glass houses, and number two, I just don't think people should be doing that. I think if you're on any sort of social media platform, you should be trying to show the good in the world, and especially to young lifters. You should be going up to these young lifters instead of saying like, "Oh, would you get coached by a fat person?" You should be like, "This person is, I don't know, world champion in this, blah blah blah. Like, how good are these lifts? And this person has coached this amount of athletes to whatever stage. Like, how good's that? Like, respect it."
I know. Who's the Canadian powerlifter? And she often, I think she's coached by Calgary Barbell.
Yeah, I know the one. I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name off the top of my
She's
head.
IPF lifter, isn't it?
Yeah, but she struggles.
Does Sheffield?
Yeah, she struggles a lot, and I think she's been like bullied, quite like, well, not quite badly, like
Really
very
bad.
badly.
Yeah, online.
Yeah, like to a disgusting level, and I think it's this perpetuates stuff like that. So yeah, I think we've lost that be kind, which
This is
was
the problem
out
with
for
like
a
having a
little
platform
while.
and all these little cunts think they just say what they want. Though,
Yeah. Like, not
I
being funny.
preferred it when it just didn't have all of that.
Yeah. Go say it to their face. Go up to that coach and be like, "You're fat." I bet they would.
But that'd be bullying though. Then that'd be like, can't do that.
Okay,
That's
fine.
nasty.
Instead of that.
But then
be
by doing it on like creating content, it's just creating content, right? And baity stuff. But realistically, it's just nasty shit.
Yeah, it's still just nasty. It's still fucking bullying. Like, it's still being
It's the same, isn't it?
uninclusive. Like, however you want to fucking skin a cat, it's you've still got a dead wanker cat.
Yeah. Don't fuck with cats.
Yeah. But no, I need to watch the video, but I like any sort of stuff like that. I think is awful, and like I would never degrade a coach. Like, a lot of the time I don't agree with methods of coaching, but I'm never like, you're a shit coach because you're ugly. It's like, what?
That's a good reason.
Yeah, that really fits, so they must be a good coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a six-pack, so I'm going with that coach.
They're a 10 out of 10.
And you know what? Like, it is the way that the social media is going, isn't it? Because it's like,
so shit.
you get online coaches, and if they've got like fake tits or an ass or like whatever, it is a lot of the time of like them. What gets me is like the content of the videos is like hair flicks and walking up to the bar. I'm being a little bit sexist here, but I'm sure. I don't actually think there's guys that do this, but guys can't get away with it as much. Guys post shit content like this. So guys post inflammatory content to get
Nasty
views.
stuff.
Yeah. Whereas girls post like hair flicks and stuff like that. And I wish it was less of that. I wish it was just more like honest stuff. Like, okay, let's put some educational content out there that helps people rather than trying to get views for either being fit, which like, well done if you're subjectively good looking.
You've got genetics.
Yeah.
Got you to where you are now.
And equally, like, you don't need to post inflammatory content online that is just going to get you likes and comments. And even if it's like 20 people calling you a cunt, that's still going to aid that algorithm. And people do that. People actively go out and try and do inflammatory content to get bites off people and that. And it's just, it aids their algorithm. Like, their social media content will be flying, like their interactions, everything like that. They will be profiting off that for being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Let me just get off.
Yeah.
Fucking
Stop
hate
the world.
Yeah.
I'm done
We
with
were
the
like that
planet.
this weekend though, weren't we?
Yeah.
It got to the point, it was really cool to see everyone do like hitting PBs, having a good time and stuff like that. And then by the end of it, I was just like, I'm fucking just, get me off.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of just annoying stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the competition. So, day one, what happened?
Well, it was only one day.
Yeah, so it was
okay, so day one.
Oh, well.
Day two for me.
Oh yeah, day two for you, innit?
Yeah.
I forgot we were talking about you. It's always you first, innit? Me.
So day one for me was at Raw Strength.
Yeah.
They've downsized from their gym, so they did have raw strength 1 and 2. So they've done a really, really good job of downsizing and making everything kind of streamlined as well. So that impressed me. My lifter went 9 for 9, hit PBs on all lifts, so had an amazing day.
Nice.
All really, really good. No complaints, like just really like a long day. Everything went well. Then went over to Nottingham for WRPF, which was day 2. That was a long day.
Yeah, clocks went forward as well, didn't it? Fuck me.
Yeah, which helped. But I think it's just there's this new culture, like I don't know if it's new culture, but warm up etiquette and people not knowing or just
not sharing, not jumping in, expecting to have a full fucking bar rack to themselves, just dumping their fucking shit everywhere, spreading it out, and then just like trying to be main character a lot. And it's just like
you see in gyms, don't you see, like someone will come in and like use the Eleco and it's like, can I jump in with you? Well, no, there's another, like, but why not? Like that's what you should be doing. Someone's benching, someone's squatting, and then there's more benchers and squatters. Like you just go in and share a rack with someone, and you shouldn't have a rack to yourself. Whereas it seems like
it was a bit like that this week, and we tend to lost our shit a little at one point.
Yeah.
But like me and the lads and stuff managed to get all 4 of them warmed up in the fucking half an hour for the first flight of squats, whilst everyone else was fucking around. And then Aminarim, when we went over to the rack and did offer like those people that says like, look, can I jump in? And they said yes. It says at any point just say what you want, when, and I'll put it on for you. You don't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. But I think because there was like 4 of us that jumped onto that rack with him, showed a bit of a fucking fit, and then handler had a bit of a fucking under their breath and stuff like that. And by the end of the day, it was 15 of us in the flight. There's 3 racks, so it's 5 on each rack. So
we take,
suck a fat one, you know what I mean?
We take for granted how well set up competitions are now. So like because our competitions have stepped up, so you go to a competition and it's like it's got in the warm-up area, you've got like attempt, like time to next lift, you've got all the details there, you've got everything you need to make the day run smoothly. So as a handler, it's great. When you don't get that and people haven't been in a warm-up area where they haven't had those like things to hand, so it's like, well, you've actually got to think and you've got to like be on your toes and you've got to be like, right, okay, I know what I'm doing. People are just like, oh, I'll just spend 10 minutes just fucking around, like tying my shoelaces or whatever, and then
there's no sense of urgency. Never is that, but I want that now. It's like
take
you want it now, but you're not ready.
Off, and let me do 70. Let me do the bar, and it's like, dude.
Yeah, like it's a long time ago, but when I was
back in my days.
Yeah, when I was lifting and when I was handling, people would, for the most part, jump on racks that were similar weights to them. And like if you had gone up to 100, like 200 kilos already, and someone wanted the bar, like it would be like, oh, okay, like I'll go get on another rack that's still doing like 20 kilos, so I can just get the bar done easy and not have to strip off like 150 kilos of weight. Like it was nice like that, because then you, as we said before, you went up and the bar was just like continuously rising. Like, okay, what attempt do you want? What attempt do you want? What attempt do you want? Right, okay, you're next, you're next, you're next.
But it forces you to sort of communicate and sort of to make friends and actually like be a part of it, rather than just being like, this is me, it's all about me. Like I have this to myself. It's like you learn to work together and then like make mates and stuff, you know what I mean? You learn etiquette and stuff. It's like back in the day when we first did our comp, like you're saying, it's like hex bar, not comp plates, not comp flooring, plyboard on the floor. And it was a case of like, I remember we did our first comp and it was like these big meatheads, untested meathead guys, like, right, rising bar, if you've gone and fucked off to the toilet and come back, and we're not going to go down anymore, we're only going to go up. And I was like, I guess I'll just warm up with my opener then, over and over again. What do you want? Oh, it's already too heavy. It's okay. I'll just sit there then. I'll just wait a while before I go up for my opener. It's okay.
Yeah, like even at one of the British that I did, it was I can't remember what the end combo was, but everyone was on that, so I was like, fuck that. The next one was the strength shop one, but like the version 1 strength shop.
The slippy
that was
bench
terrible
and
one.
the snappy bit at the back.
The pins on the like adjustable rack were like 4 holes apart to like, so it was 1 hole per 4 like Eleiko holes. It was mad. So you either had to go like right down or like be on your tiptoes, squat on the rack. And then there was a power cage for the last warm-up rack. Not
Power
even a combo rack.
Oh, just a cage.
Yeah, just
That's raw.
like a squat rack. It was not. So if you wanted to go on there, you had to all be exactly the same height. And unfortunately, I was a little bit shorter, so I was on the strength shop. But like you make do, don't you? And like it's like it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Everything's got to be so precise and stuff like that for a lot of lifters nowadays. And then like you can't have it like that because like I've turned up to comps before internationally and like shit, the bench is way shorter, so I can't keep my arch. I have to actually bench with my heels down and make the adjustments. I was gonna fucking cry about it, just adapt. But a lot of these people would be like, oh no, the rack's not straight. It's not this. It's not that. Shut the fuck up, innit? Just deal with it.
But that's the thing. Like one of my, I don't think it's a pet peeve, but thing that I don't really understand is when people say like, the rack's not straight. It doesn't. I don't understand. The rack is perfectly straight. Yeah, it might not be perfectly aligned to the ceiling
it's only
or the
when
mat
I'm
on the
benching
floor.
that fucking whines, but it was like picking like, and it feels like I'm fucking, you know, when you're on the kayak. That's the only time I've had an issue with it, though. That's the only time. But otherwise, if it comes to walking out,
Such a
whatever, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's such a princess. I have never ever noticed that. I don't
wrong?
even notice the
Why is my
ceiling.
bench like
I
this?
just unrack and then I'm there. Like I've never even looked at the ceiling.
That's because you've got a dodgy pec seal. That's why you like this.
Yeah, potentially.
But yeah. So, all right. What was that comp then? Was it like a novice comp?
So yeah, the WRPF on the Sunday was the novice comp. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're saying that novices are divas.
You said that. I didn't say shit. I just had a long day. Got up at fucking what would have been essentially 5:45.
Jack had a longer day though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And I got to go pick my client up. Then realised that I was driving towards Manchester. So I went towards IKEA. I was like, holy fuck, this is Manchester. And you go the other way. So I had to go to the Bristol roundabout.
Yeah.
Make it back down. And I was like, we're going to be fucking late. So driving 100 down the motorway, which should do. And then a pair of pigeons came down. I was like, oh no, no. And I looked at my client here. I was like, fuck. And the first one went and it's got away with it. I was like, I'm going to hit the second one. So I just turned my head and squeezed the fucking wheel and just boom, knocked the shit and the snot out of it. And we both just fucking screamed really loud. I was surprised the windscreen didn't go through, to be fair. For me, I don't need any more fucking bad luck with the car. But yeah, there. And then we were there, deadlifts finished, rewards, and then got home for about 7:30.
Oh, okay, that's not too
and then
bad.
got home, got a Deliveroo, got into my boxes, something on TV, and then got a message saying, oh, I've left my stuff in your boot of your car. I was like, okay, I'll come and drop it off. So then I went back out again.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a long day. It was a very long one.
I would have been like, oh, that's a tomorrow problem.
Oh, no, it was pastries and stuff. And she was like, oh, you can have it because it's only pastry. I was like, I'm not going to eat it. I shouldn't eat it. No, I shouldn't eat it. And she was like, oh, I don't want to go to waste. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just drop it off. I'm not going to let it go waste. Can't waste food.
That's
you know what I
too
mean?
kind.
Jack's tyre pops as well. So as he finished deadlifts and he was just about to leave, he had a flat.
I've had a really good day. I can't wait to go home and celebrate. Oh, wait a minute.
Are you sure it wasn't
KFC and
someone that he beat?
Hopefully not.
Why is there a really sharp butt plug underneath my tyre? Just put that there. It was a good day though, innit? Everyone had fun. Was the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's
Any
pretty stressful.
standout moments?
Yeah, it was really weird that a novice was pulling like 350 deadlift.
What?
We were talking about like, if you were a novice, so you're coming in, you might be like just this genetic like freak who is lifting amazing like numbers. But if that's the case, why would you do a novice comp?
Don't talk to me about this. This grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Did someone really pull 350?
Yeah?
Who?
I don't know who it was. I didn't make friends with them. But yeah, they were pulling, they were squatting like 240, weren't they? Something like that.
I don't know. I was watching. I was too
Yeah.
busy. The thing is, once
You
I
didn't
had
even-
4 people.
Yeah.
Well, obviously their partner stepped up and helped handle as well. So I had 4, and then you had Jack as well. So we were just like going back and forth.
One of the things that was said was, what do I need to pull to get 400 dots? So if you're pulling to get a 400 dots, you shouldn't be in a novice comp.
No.
You know, it's like, why are you there? Like, what are you trying to prove when there's people there who are, you know, trying to get platform experience, never done
Yeah.
this before.
Is this
Like,
what I
is
want?
their step into powerlifting? So it's like, do I want to do this ever again? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Not someone who's like showboating. Yeah, that was a bit, I don't know, that like grinds my gears too. So it was a bit of a.
I get it in strongman. Thankfully, not too much, but I do get it. Of like,
Well, opens go. You can't open. If you opens, you can't go back novice, can you? Sure.
no, as in like, I don't know what category to do. I feel like I might be able to like win the novice comp, but like, yeah, not too sure like who will be entering the inters. And I'm like,
Doesn't matter. Just go to the
Doesn't
comp.
matter.
Exactly.
Get tested. Test yourself.
go as high as you possibly can. If you think you might be able to get a couple of reps on the open weight, do the fucking opens.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
test yourself against the big, like, strong
Yeah.
lifters.
I was saying that to Mike, like if I ever had the opportunity to go and compete at Worlds for the Opens, but knew that I would be 10th, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I do. I'm always ranked really fucking low end, but like I want to test myself and I want to make sure like I want to prove that I belong in that fucking list.
yeah.
I'm never gonna win it, but I'm like
Like, you're
maybe like a
there.
good gatekeeper to be like prove I can be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm good enough to still hang with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's so important to go out and get experience. Like, I've never, other than university comps, which, no, I don't regret doing. They got me into the sport. But I've never, ever done a junior competition. Even when I was 21. Was I 21? I'm pretty sure I started at 21. And I had 2 years of that I could have done juniors, never did juniors. I just went
Why?
straight
Because
to the
there's no
Open.
one else there.
No, I just went
Juniors
straight to the
wasn't-
Opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juniors
because
wasn't
they thought you
strong
looked-
then, though, was it? Like juniors, I don't, like compared to the level now.
Yeah, it
juniors
wasn't.
as good.
It wasn't as good, but like I could have gone into juniors and I could have like quite
Smoked
easily
everything,
won.
yeah.
But I wanted to compete against the Opens because I was like, oh, I want to go in the comp with Tony Cliff, Owen Hubbard, Sean Hughes, like all these people
Big
that are hitting
names.
like fucking mad numbers that are going to the international comps that I'm looking up to. Like I want to be on
But
the
you
same platform.
want to be the
as
same
them.
platform as those guys, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, 100%. That's why I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Ash Liston in my first Open, I was in the same flight as Ash Liston in the 93.
Is he like 120 now? 120 kilo.
He's gone up a lot. yeah.
Yeah. Big bench.
From
though,
90
isn't
to 120. You just
he?
say.
He's a big
Yeah.
lad
He was a
now,
90 kilo guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he cut into the 90s, but yeah, he definitely used to be in the 90s because he was competing against Hendricks. What's his name?
Yeah. He's a Masters now.
Yeah, I know.
Fatsumi.
Yeah.
something or other. Yeah.
But yeah,
That
so
might
like
be wrong.
there's all these big names that I was like, yeah, 100% I want to be on the platform. I don't want to be against these fucking junior nobodies. Like, look at them. But yeah, like I do think 100%. We've said this before. Novice comps had their place.
Yeah.
To get onto a platform and get experience and just like settle some nerves. Like a lot of people, well, I see quite a lot of people coming in here and they're very introverted, maybe is the word, where they like keep themselves to themselves a little bit, like don't want to like get in anyone's way, which is fantastic. Like I admire that about them because like you don't want to be the main character in the bell end that doesn't do anything, but they do need to get on a platform somehow. And I think like what the comp, like what I got started in, that would swallow them up and eat them alive.
Yeah.
But a novice comp is a great place to get that type of people onto the platform. But it has to be a safe space for them, so they can feel like they're safe. They feel like they're not getting judged. Whereas, like you're saying, like there's these main characters.
Yeah, that are kind of show, and it's like that you start. Then it starts that whole comparison thing where it's like, ooh, like should I even be here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
this
this is a bit much for me.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
It's also what you find with those sort of people is they're never that helpful either. Like they don't go like, oh, what do you want next week for that? So, or their handlers don't really that helpful either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what bugs me about it. And
If you're not fucking helping out, you're just in the way. So fucking back the
But
fuck down. You know
it's
what I
an
mean?
ego that's been built from nothing.
yeah, I don't get it. Because again, like when I was lifting, like all these guys, I was in the warm-up room with them and I was jumping in on the same racks with them, and they were
I don't give
absolutely.
a fuck, do they?
they were sound.
Yeah.
Like they were nice. They were like, I was chatting to them. I was like, they were helping me. Like I wasn't helping them. I was a year into the sport, but like yeah, it was just it was a nice place to be, like a nice environment. But now it just seems like there's so much like ego and entitlement to certain people. It's just so disappointing to see that powerlifting is going that way.
It's like when I fucking did the first Abs Pro, and everyone, we're supposed to have designated racks, right, where people are lifting similar weights. And for some fucking reason, I ended up having to share with Nicholas Dupree. And Nicholas Dupree was like opening up of like, I don't know, was he opened up a 340 or something like that? And I was like, shit, my last fucking warm up was like 275 or something like that. And it was like, but he was always like really cool, like, don't rush, mate, just do what you need to do. And it was like, wow, that's fucking cool, that for someone to be such a top level elite and he's banked to win this, to just be like, he's not more important than I am, and that I can just jump in and he's letting me just to be like, take my time.
Yeah. But you're like that now, like even last night, so you were hitting your last heavy squat and then other people are still working in with you and the weights are like significantly less, but you're not like, well, you're not allowed to share this with me because I'm like,
I can't because it's fucking Mike's rack. No, but honestly, like, I don't mind it. Like Tal's competing in the same weekend as I am, and it doesn't really fucking make a difference. At the end of the day, like, I'll load for her, you load for me.
Yeah.
It's only when it comes to my last warm up to a top single, I tend to just sort of back off a little bit more, but the lads will step in to load up. But it's no different to when they're in prep, and I don't expect them to load their last.
So maybe it's the environment then. So like we harbour that environment, so people are used to sharing, and I think it's a similar one at Raw as well. So you get in a rack, and there is only a limited amount of racks, so let's say 3 or 4. And it's like if you've got a busy gym then and everyone's powerlifting, you're gonna have to share. And if you're not used to doing that, you're used to having your own rack to yourself. This is how I operate. You then go to a competition and you're like.
But you know what I think it is though, because the way we operate, you've done platform, I've done platform, we've got like a decade's worth of experience in the sport itself, that when we go into a warm-up area, it can come across as quite like blunt or like we're taking over, but it's not. It's literally a case of, we just want this to be done. We want everyone to get the warm-ups done so they can just go, right, you know what, I've got 10 minutes to go for a fucking shit or piss before I get ready for my lifts. Whereas we warm up really quickly, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think when you
load the bars and I'll get all done quick.
When you see that, like I've been in the warm-up area with you, I've been in the warm-up area with Kim as well, Cowell, and you just know people when they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand why then someone would come in and go, oh, well, I'm just going to take over with what you're, and you're just like, you can see that this is running
smooth.
Really,
this is smooth.
well.
It's like a Formula 1 team, and you're slow as shit, mate. You need to just be the fucking stock guy.
Why not learn from that? Just be like, oh, this is really cool. What do you do?
Yeah.
Like, how can I be better at what I'm doing?
Clipboard guy, you just stand there and look pretty, mate. Go sit in that cook chair because you're fucking too slow. Like the big dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might be just that. It might be just like we're just too fucking fast. You know what I mean?
What I wish in a warm-up room was that everyone got to the rack at the same point. Like that would make life so much easier, rather than like, okay, all your lifters are 2 warm-ups in, and then someone goes, "Can I do the bar, please?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Fuck off."
I don't mind that too much. One thing that gets me the most is when you're in the fucking warm-up and they're like, we'll go, oh, when do you want this? Well, I'll take this at this time. I'll take it like 16:59. And says like, me too, me too, me too. And as soon as you hear other people say that as well, that original person goes like, what? That's not allowed. It's like, you've got a full minute to do a single. You do not need to own the entire minute. Like, it's not going to be that fucking big of a deal. And especially if we load the bar quick enough for the next person or whatever. But it's just entitlement, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to do any of that.
But
when
both
we're in Germany.
comps were really well run. Like everything was good, wasn't it?
Well, I only went to one comp, so yeah.
Just people.
Just.
How was squatting last night after you got in yesterday and you were like, I'm fucked. Turn the music down.
I was, because it was just like my head was going to fucking explode. And then, what did I have? Did I have like back-to-back clients? I think I had 4 back-to-backs, and I had a wrap calf like 6 times. And then I was just really tired. And then we were supposed to be, you were training. I was supposed to start getting ready training, and instead we were planning your secret stag do. And we were like talking about how we we're just going to ruin you. And then we're like, Then I was like, fuck, I need to go for a PGD. So I went for a dump then, and then I'm like, right, get this coffee in, and then it took me ages to get warmed up, and then everything just felt a bit shit. I was like, oh, is my knee hurting? I was like, fuck it, put the wraps on. 270 shot up, 305 was like, oh, that's a bit fucking shaky, and then just went to that dark place and then smoked 320. I was estimated to go for 320 or 325, but after how that 305 move, like, we just take it safe. Don't need to max out, you know what I mean? So took 320, and that moved a lot better than the one before. Then that was about it. Put towel in wraps for the first time. She picked that up really, really good. Yeah, that was fun.
She loved
Watch
being wrapped
everyone
by
do
Mike,
well.
didn't she?
And then,
She was in a lot of pain.
And then
Mike
Nick,
loves it.
Yeah, he
No,
loves
does.
it.
You can see a little glint in his eyes. Like,
BDSM Mike.
just gonna do a light wrap, and she's like,
Yeah. I can't feel my feet. They've turned purple. It's fine. You'll be fine.
this is not pain.
And then
You know who was the worst for that? Jerry Lee.
was he? Yeah, he was supposed to be really bad for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, literally like, oh, it's my first time in reps, and he's there like, okay, no worries, get this round.
And then Nick had his last pull deadlift. That was really, really smooth because he's competing soon. Rickall, I think he's doing. So there's a fair few of us competing around about the same time.
Yeah, it does seem like everyone's in a bit of a comp prep at the minute.
Yeah.
Nice, little Monday night club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Hectic but good.
Nice. All right. Well, I feel like that's a good place to end. That was a bit of positive.
So we just fucking ranted for about 40 minutes. So anyway, let's just
We had such professional podcast last time, though. It was so good. It was like, look at us talking about the pressures of powerlifting and how to combat them, and now we're just like, people suck.
Yeah. You just gotta be nice. Like, I don't know why people can't be nice.
I know. Or just, yeah.
Like, I really don't. I don't get why people. I don't get the whole manosphere thing, and it just. I don't know. It just really disheartens me about human race.
I don't understand how people who are just getting into the sport have accumulated such a massive ego to behave like, because that's all I can think that it is.
So what you're saying is they need to bring back bullying, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm down.
Yeah. The funny thing is, right, it's the people that need to be bullied are the really uninclusive ones.
Yeah. Well, I remember going to the gym and like you see a big guy and you're like, oh shit, you know, like they must be strong. Da, 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 da. And like,
there's an element of respect in it, and then you sort of just don't fuck around. But
oh, what happened to you if someone gave you advice for bulking, didn't they?
Oh, I already didn't have my water with me. I was like, I'm gonna have to chew this slowly because I keep choking. And I was like trying to thump my chest, like I'm fucking choking here, but I didn't have no water.
Yeah.
And then I was stood with you in it, and he was just like, "What you having?" I was like, I could barely talk. I was like, "It's just pasta and mince." Is that pasta and mince? Yeah.
you bulking, bro.
And I was just thinking,
Like,
surely it's just gonna stop there, right? No, mate. Are you bulking or cutting? I was like, definitely not cutting, mate. You can tell I'm that fat PT. And I was like, oh yeah, well I'll give you this recipe and this. And I was like, oh my god, just let me eat in peace. I'm too tired.
Let me choke on this dry pasta in peace.
Yeah. All the salsa had gone. The mince was cutting the back of my throat. So was the pasta. And that's when he was someone telling me how to bulk when. Let me, like, I think I would have I pulled my first 300 when he was still hanging off his mum's fucking tit. You know what I mean? And he's giving me advice on fucking how to get bigger and like powerlifting stuffs. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Sound.
Fun times.
Mad.
Didn't someone tell you like what depth was? It was like, bitch, you're a ref. Was it something like that?
Well, no, when was that? At the
warm up or something like that. And like, they don't even know I'm a referee. You've ever seen that meme where the guys in the house party is like, they
like
don't
that.
even know I powerlift.
No, I just kept very quiet.
Competes internationally and refs, and it's like telling people how to check depth and stuff. It's like, yeah, sound mate. Just no respect for the elders, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. It's because I look so young. Oh.
Lol.
They've never seen these masters competitions before.
Yeah, fuck me.
Like, well, do we get like VHS tapes of these? How'd you watch them?
VHS.
They wouldn't know what
brilliant.
VHS is. Surprised you know what VHS is?
Yeah, just about.
Just about.
Yeah, as I was growing up, DVDs had just been invented.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could burn them off LimeWire.
Let's not get into LimeWire.
Oh, yeah. Just music, I swear.
Leave me alone for half an hour.
It takes a lot longer to download that for half an hour, you know what I mean? It took you about a day. And then sometimes you go back to it, it's like, oh my God, it's fucking stopped. What's a bad one? Your whole computer's got a virus. Like, fuck. That was not the one. That was not the one.
Right. Let's do it. Let's end it. Thank you very much
Okay.
for watching. Give us a like, follow, all the good stuff. We need some help. Next week.
Mike wants to go on at some point.
Again.
Yeah, 'cause I
he
spoke
loves
to him about
it.
it.
He just loves
it.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he just wants to take that chance to just rant for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like what are those old men?
He hates the word more
Angry
than
old
we
men.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Well,
really does.
next week we'll do our pressure podcast again.
Pressure.
Hopefully we've forgotten enough about it, so then we're not just trying to repeat what we said last week. But yeah, we'll do the platform pressures. What next? Then it'll be week after. Will be the one just after the strongman comp and after you've done Germany.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
have
be
a
good
good
one.
Germany and then
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Let
So,
us know
yeah.
how that's gone.
So then we can do some more current affairs on that one.
Yeah, more powerlifting. What happened?
Oh, and
Who
the
did
naked-
Joe tell fuck off in the warm-up
And the
area?
naked sauna.
German rules, innit? It's got to be naked.
Finnish rules.
If you go fucking go wear clothes like I did last time, you just get some angry German lady giving you a load of fucking shit.
Same
and
as
you're absolutely done in.
Same as Japan. Can't wear clothes
Really
in the
not?
Japanese saunas. In there, they're called something. They're called like
It's just the
sex dance.
not ryokans. That's the place that you stay. I can't remember what they're called. Japanese saunas have a special name and you can't wear clothes. Although in Western hotels you can wear clothes, but we had a tour guide that was like, oh yeah, you can't wear clothes. So I went in butt naked and everyone else is in clothes and they're like, oh yeah, so
fucking tourist.
yeah. This is a Western hotel, you can wear clothes, and I'm like, oh.
Did that on purpose, didn't you?
Just big bush out.
So yeah,
So don't do that.
yeah, don't get caught out with that.
Do you know the reasoning why?
It's for hygiene, isn't it?
Well, that's what they said in Finland. It was they don't wear bathing suits because of the chlorine on the bathing suit, and then the steam from the sauna
Right.
emits fumes.
Okay.
Oh, so you're just breathing all that shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, or soak
they'd
it into your
rather,
skin
like-
and stuff. But it's mixed in Germany. It's not like single.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
in Finland it's like women
But people,
only.
but that's just how they've always been. So things are just normal. Then no one acts weird. Whereas if
Yeah.
you have that over here, you can guarantee there'll just be loads of weird dudes because there's always some weird dudes doing some weird shit in saunas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the gym I used to work at, there was a girl came. I was like, "There's a guy who's just squirted baby oil on my back." I was like, "Can you sort him out?" I was like, "I'm not gonna sort him out that way."
Was
but
it baby
do you want me
oil?
to come out?" Yeah. Just weird, man. Like just people, just weird. Yeah. But no, everyone was cool last time we made weight in Germany.
Felt like baby
I was the
oil.
only one
Smelled
covered.
like baby.
Yeah. I got fucking told off for having clothes on last time.
Yeah, so you can relay all those wonderful moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really wonderful when I'm fucking dying in the sauna. Joe's probably sat there fucking drinking in front of me.
Yeah.
How you getting on, mate? How you getting on? Yeah, sound. I'm just going to keep popping in and out and stuff. Because obviously I don't need to cut.
How much are you cutting?
I don't know. I'm walking around, to be fair, this morning, pre-dump, I was like 98.
Right.
So
What do you want to get to? 90?
I'm not forced it. Now I won't go down to 90. Fuck me. I'll be like a bean sprout. I'll probably get down to 94 like I did last time. If it's a magic number. 94 last time and I did my best total. Best dots.
You should do 93 and then you can get on the board as a 93.
God, who's on there at the minute?
No one.
That was me. Because I did 90 last time, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and beat yourself.
It'd be just good to just pulling 355 would mean I've matched Mike, but pull 357 is obviously I'll have the highest pull in the gym. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather squat bigger though. I'd like a bigger squat.
That'll rage Mike into wanting to pull more in his prep.
Yeah. Yeah, just make him angrier than ever.
Yeah.
You can snap a hamstring then.
hell. But he's going to do a full power end of the year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might
Right, let's actually end it. Right, goodbye.
That one, innit?